What up, good people? What
live
prepare
from the
yourself.
center of the earth.
What? How do you? Why would you do that? Don't do that. Disable emote only, you silly thing. There we go.
Funky things come.
Wouldn't you like to come? You came here to beat the ads. Hot, 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 hot. Y'all over here beefing? What y'all doing? Why are we asking about who's hood in the comments, Calvino? What is going on? You woke up rowdy this morning? Huh? I mean, that's fair if you did. This economy is, in fact, hood. It is the hoodiest of the hoods. Welcome, everybody. It is Monday. Monday. It definitely has felt like a Monday. Started off bright and early. I got up this morning, went to the gym, made it there. Got to run my mile today. Stopped and got gas before work because we're not gonna be that person and say we'll get it on the way into work. We weren't gonna be that person. Started my day like normal. Had some hot green tea for breakfast with some yogurt. You know. Hello, Dandero. I was glad to hear you are still conscious. Parenthood be rough and gross, plus why I'm broke. That's fair. That's fair. We were talking about that earlier today. Because, so me and Scotty been toying with the fact, do we even want kids? Do we want to adopt? I don't know. The world is trash, and I'm just not here for it. And I was on the phone with Glitch earlier, and I saw this lady pushing a stroller had her baby in it, and she's got couldn't be more than 5 or 6 year old walking next to her. She just had this face on like she was fucking done.
She looked miserable, probably.
She was just like, let me just push this shit down the road so we can go to the corner store. And I'm just like, what? None of y'all look like y'all having a good time. Bro, it's like straight up not having a good time. Your bestie is a new mom and a hoodling. Oh, yeah, I saw the picture. Little baby. Oh, man. You got the brain damage? I'm sorry you got the brain damage, John. But that's why we love you. Yeah, we not having a good time. It's the hood. Parenthood is the hood. That's fair. But yeah, the people look at you sideways like, but it'll change your life. I'm good where I'm at. So will a stone of Moldavite. It did change my life. And now it's locked up in the great beyond, never to be touched again until I'm ready to warp dimensions again and have my life go to shit and be reborn anew. I'm good on that. Ew.
My bad, I'm doing a business thing.
Ooh, a little
okay.
Thanks for the subscription bearer.
Subjects, motherfucker. Do you speak them? What are we talking about?
We talking about? We're talking about kindness
versus niceness. You said I'm taking lead this motherfucker. I ain't being nice.
Well, I mean, you took for fucking effort to take the lead on this. All right,
take it over. I ain't being nice no more. Give me this motherfucking subject.
Okay.
Well, for real, we talking about kindness versus niceness. And for those you wondering my definition of kindness and niceness, kindness is something you are, nice is something you try to be.
Ooh. Explain. I'm not sure I get the difference.
As in, I feel that niceness it's become like the new toxic, the new trigger, the new word that we assume niceness, because people think nice is all the same.
I'm such a nice person. I'm a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, but the reason you're nice usually is for some bullshit reasons, and that's why I believe kindness is better than niceness because kindness is just comes natural.
I'm trying to be nice to you. That's fair. Not here for it. Kindness is northern people and niceness is very southern. Wrong.
No,
Southern, we got southern civil, darling.
we already covered civility.
I respect women. I'm a nice guy. Now show feet. Show me your bobs. Your bobs. Show them. I am dying. Your bobs.
But when it comes to kindness, like, how should I say it? Like we thought, I'm such a nice person. If you have to make a remark that you're a nice person, you're not.
Isn't there a song that's like that? Didn't Andy Samberg do one?
I know.
Uh,
I know Will Smith did a song about being a nice guy.
look where he at. Let me leave that man alone.
But I feel like anybody who claims to be nice or trying to be nice, you always have to try to be nice. You know what I mean? Like you gotta put effort into being nice to somebody.
Fair.
Kindness comes naturally. At
So
least like
is niceness like attached to behaviors and kindness is just like permanent characteristic?
I guess it can be seen that way. But kindness and niceness can be in the same boat, but it's two different paddles.
By the way, your laptop battery's at 13%. John, did you know that if you're a director in OBS Ninja, you could see other people's battery life on their computer? Kindness speaks for itself. That's fair. And I think that's a good point too, because like kindness is seen, but not by the person that is exuding it, if that makes sense.
But at the same time, I can understand like being kind is a pain in the ass. Being kind is a pain. It's it's people don't recognize the shit until it's turned off. But people recognize niceness instantly. Like niceness just seems so fake to me. It's like, hey, how you doing? What like this? Kindness would be me talking to you in general and trying to be interested in what you're saying. Niceness is me acting like I just putting a fake smile on my face, kind of thing. Hey, how you doing? Like, hey,
so like small talk, that's being nice.
Yeah.
Like pleasantries when you want something from somebody, that's being nice. I hate that shit. People at my previous job hated that shit about me. Cause like the only rule I had was like, bro, don't fucking talk to me before 10 a.m. That's all I ask. Do not fucking talk to me before 10 a.m. That's it. That's all I care about. 10:01, have at it. And then they'd be calling, hey, what do you need?
What do you want?
What do you need? How are you doing this morning? You don't care about that. I'm kind of busy. What do you need? I'm not offended. We can dispense with the pleasantry.
And that's also something too when it comes to people have different definitions of what nice is. When people think like, oh, you know, because people think I'm mean all the fucking time because I'm just sarcastic. I got asshole voice. I sound like a sarcastic asshole no matter how I talk half the damn time. Like,
oh, you
like check say me sarcastic? Never.
I cannot.
That wasn't even planned. But yeah, I'm a sarcastic asshole in a lot of ways, yes. But I will also help you out without thinking about it. That makes any sense. Like,
Like he is the real life Grinch. Like he is.
Like if I do something nice for you, you don't owe me shit. And a lot of people do things because they think if I be nice with the mistake being kind, they put a mental check in their head like I did this for that person, I did that for that person, I did this for that person, I did that for that person. They're gonna owe me eventually. That's what I believe nice is a lot of times, or how people use nice.
I agree and disagree, but this is the curveball I'm gonna throw because our traumas are similar, and our thankless hero IDs are similar. That checklist is so subconscious. It's not so much about they're gonna owe me. It's more so about I put in so much time and effort to care.
That shit too.
But that's personal shit, and you need to kind of get that looked at if that's speaking to you right now. Being nice is like spraying an air freshener after I've shit. Kindness is doing my business in the bathroom. Courtesy flush an air freshener.
Like I feel like kindness should be a more natural thing. Like I said, kindness feels more natural, and niceness feels projected or fake. Like it just.
Yeah, I think Eb said it best. She said, "Nice is what people are at work, a mask per se, something you hide behind." It's like, don't look at the real shit over here. Here's the pretty thing that I'm trying to hand you that seems considerate or seems genuine or
Because I'm
seems
so nice.
intentional.
Like,
And it's like, I think that's the difference too. Not being nice has a motive attached to it. There's motivation to be nice.
That's the thing I'm looking for. Thinking about. Yeah,
The motive. The motive.
there's a motive to be nice. Like
It doesn't always have to be a hidden agenda, but there is an agenda there.
I can be a kind asshole.
I have a kind asshole. I think
I ain't saying nothing to that.
That's fair.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
That's fair.
I'm gonna be nice, not say nothing.
Being nice is what you try and get others to accept. Ooh, I like that. Being nice is a factory default. It shouldn't be something you have to announce or brag about. Listen. Look, I'm doing nice. It's like those fucking people on fucking social media. I don't remember what the TikToker's name was, but he pulled a prank on a homeless guy and recorded it and then tried to come back and be like, yeah, I'm just kidding, but thanks for being a good sport. And the guy was gone. Like, you've probably ruined this whole human being's day by being an asshole, by pretending to do something nice. Like, that's fucked. That's fucked.
Man, that'll get you fucked up too.
That will get you fucked up. But yeah.
Like, being nice get you fucked up too. Like because there's always this build of expectation when you're nice to people. Like you mentioned, like whether it's subconscious or not. Like, because I feel like you said that there's motive, whether it be you wanting something or your own past trauma, because you just want to be accepted, you want to feel utilized, you want to feel useful, but like you belong to something. Because I'm gonna be not, you're gonna do what you think is nice,
right?
If you want people to do for you, then get upset that you don't get it back,
because otherwise they just think you're being generous, not nice. Generous.
That's where a lot of that nice guy bullshit happens. I'm a nice person. Like, no,
oh my God. Like, listen, and this is complete tangent, but if you have an issue or even recognize it and call it the friend zone, you're not a nice person. You're not as nice as you think you are. And you do not deserve whoever you're crushing on in any circumstance. I'm sorry, but
at the same time, like, why you like? I never seen the friend zone as a bad thing. Like, I want to be friends with people I date, but I also make it known that I want to date them first, and if not, cool.
Yeah, see, that's different. That's called healthy relationship. That's called healthy foundation building. The friend zone is a concept that doesn't really exist except from people that think they're entitled to someone else's time and affection.
Oh yeah, like
will settle for just being around for the right time.
It's like they said, like you're banking and making those mental check marks. Like I done did this,
right?
I done did this. You like it ain't like a punch call. You can't just keep being nice. Like you can't just be nice and get entitled to something just because you got it punched 5 times. Like
that part, like. And we had a conversation about this kind of slightly earlier.
You get punched 5 times, free sex, lady.
Wow. But we were talking something about this earlier about, privilege being something, realizing that it's something you don't consider. We were talking about sexism and misogyny or whatever. And I will be the first to tell you that it is a unique and just encouraging thing to have friends of the opposite sex that don't want to fuck you.
Okay.
Like that genuinely don't want to fuck you. It is so important for trust building, companionship, intimacy issues, all of those things. Because what's the point of us being friends if I have to keep my guard up? Like what?
And like it's like not want to fuck you like like you're like someone who can like
thought hadn't really crossed my mind, but
like even the ones that might, if that makes sense, like I haven't thought about it. I mean, if it happened, cool, but not because that's my MO. That's my MO. Like I ain't thought about it. It happens. Cool. Like,
Davina said, I did 10 niceties. Where coochie?
I did,
Please, might I have a crumb of coochie?
Come on.
Have y'all told people if they were kind or nice people? Like most people use the words interchangeably. That's a good observation.
I don't think it's interchangeable.
I don't think it's interchangeable, but I also don't think I've ever called someone or referred to someone as being nice. Unless I'm being ironic.
Same.
Like meaning they don't
Same.
have any other redeeming qualities. Well, tell me a little bit about her. She's nice.
Like,
That's about it.
Damn.
I was there to listen to you bitch about whatever. Now it's your duty to give me the booty. It is very rare, babes. It is very rare to have just a genuine guy friend that does not want to scoop your drawers.
Or just wants to scoop your drawers.
No, like not at all. Like it doesn't even.
Oh, that too, yeah.
See, look at you.
Look, man. I done joke my way in and out of too many damn situations to say, like, sex is never my goal. Y'all, you know that. It's never my main goal. It's barely even a side quest at the fucking time.
To be fair, everything is barely a side quest to you, even if you should be doing it. Because you've got squirrel. Jingle, jingle. Come back. Jingle, jingle.
If you ever do that, I'm going to slap your
The
ass
back
so
rooms.
hard.
The back rooms. You like that? Jingle, jingle. The back room. Somebody on my feed just discovered Markiplier, and I'm so excited for them because they really love it. And I'm just like, I really don't care for him.
But yeah, like there's like you can be an asshole but still kind.
Facts.
But you can be nice and fake as fuck. Like,
yeah. Because like when you're an asshole and you're kind, you're basing your actions and behaviors on principles, to be honest. And not so much caring about the person uniquely or individually. It's just like, well, I mean, that would fucking suck, so I'm not gonna let that happen. But
yeah,
like other than that, leave me the fuck alone. Like I get that. Yeah,
it's like being mad as a couple with somebody. Like, you know, like being a couple and being mad as motherfucker, like, but it's raining. Like, here's your umbrella.
Here's your fucking umbrella. It's raining outside. Like Carrie Boy and his girl be doing. When y'all mad at each other, but you still love each other. You get a new haircut? Yeah. Shit looks nice.
All right, fuck you. Like, just like,
thanks for the subscription, babes.
But it's like, yeah, it's more of a principality of the matter when you're being kind. Like, you do shit naturally because it's that way. Like, straight up, this happened to me this week.
Mm-hmm.
So at work, I heard like some of the cooks in the area, like we were doing brunch on Saturday. Heard the chefs talking about how much they like Bloody Mary mix and whatnot. We have a bunch sitting at the bar. We ain't doing shit with it. I better make a cocktail at brunch half the damn time because people want mocktails and other shit. So I just brought them a couple of cans. Like, hey, there y'all go. The next thing I know, they trying to make me a breakfast sandwich. Like, oh, the fuck?
The barter system lives.
I wasn't even trying to get no sandwiches. One was like, hey, here y'all go.
I think that's another thing too. It's natural because it makes sense in the moment. I don't think of how it's going to like positively impact you or you're going to owe me. It's just like, oh, you need this. Here, like, what Rick say? If you need something, you get it. Like, I need food. Who's got food for this guy?
Like, you want it? We got plenty. Here you go. Boom. That's.
Bay says, I'm 36 years old. I'm not faking a Google review or orgasm or niceness. Instinctual. Yes, that's the word.
Good thing this isn't a Fridays thing because I would have said something.
You nasty.
Sure will.
Churlish.
Anyway.
Churlish. But yeah, kindness tends to like radiate off of people. Like that's not you. Okay, backing up. I was like,
kindness does take work to become natural.
I don't think I've ever. I'm backtracking when I say I don't think I've ever referred to someone as kind just to kind of describe them, and that's a lie. I have. DJ Senpai. I'd said that to him. It had to be our second BlurCon or first BlurCon. I don't know because it's just something about like his demeanor, his smile, how he interacts with people. Like I was like, genuine. You are just like you make me feel warm, bro. Like in my chest. Like you are a kind soul, and I appreciate you.
That shit's genuine, and you see
it.
And you not only do you see it, you feel it.
You feel it. Now that does go hand in hand with what we were talking about, like, eons ago, when I'm always talking about like personal frame of reference. We think people we like and have a huge opinion of are an extension of ourselves, and so we real quick to defend that shit. So we gotta play the balance on that. Just because it makes us feel warm and fuzzy doesn't necessarily mean someone else views them as kind. That's the get you gotcha. That's the get you gotcha. Difference in perspective. Difference in perspective. But no, and I think that difference in perspective is why people just kind of gave up and started using things interchangeably. Holy crap! I got a gash in my hand.
You got cats, of course you do.
I haven't pet any of them today.
You don't have to. They just magically appear.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Am I
But
wrong?
no, perspective is probably what makes them go interchangeably, because it's probably just a lot less effort to just be like, it's whatever. They're the same thing, versus having to tirelessly, offer your perspective against someone else's perspective and they think you're in competition. It's like, well, I see them as a very kind person. Are you kidding? Oh my God, they're the worst. They blew me off and this, that, and the other. I got nothing to do with that.
That goes back to not being nice. Like when it comes to nicenesses, they didn't do what I wanted them to or act accordingly.
Are you a nice person?
Because
if I gotta tell you to be grateful for my time, then you don't deserve it.
You ain't wrong.
You know what sucks about getting random scratches and cuts on your body that you had no idea about? The
When
second
you
you
use
lock
lemon juice or
eyes,
citrus?
no, when you well, that too, but the second you lock eyes with it, you be like, "Hey, brain, what is this? I don't know, but it hurts now." What?
I don't mind. Is like play with it. Like no.
I shouldn't be doing that bullshit if I gotta feel that way. Absolutamente. And that, I think that's like policing and regulating yourself on your side, like on what niceness is. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this just to be nice? What is my motivation here?
Now, sometimes your motivation in being nice, it might be fake as fuck, but it might be necessary in certain situations, like
faking
work.
And owning your own shit. Absolutely, babe. 100%.
Like at work, you got to be nice.
No. At work, you have to be functional,
civil,
and adaptable.
Functional, adaptable, whatever. Either way, it's gonna be some fake shit in some point.
Personable. That's the word I'm looking for. Personable.
There's gonna be some fake shit around there because you ain't gonna like everybody you work with, but you got to work with a motherfucker. And a lot of people can't stand, like, there are people I don't like right now at work, but fair. I can work with them. But fair. If I told them that, they'd be like, "Oh."
Well, see, and the thing about it too is, so this puts another spin on it. With niceness, is it always good or always bad? And the answer is no, simply because that same level of niceness is a protective factor for you. It helps us emotionally to keep people out that ain't supposed to be in. And it helps us to hold our boundaries for different environments that we operate in. The difference, though, is in what makes it better, we got to be aware of that shit.
Niceness is fast food. Kindness is home cooked. Too much of that shit will fuck you up if you go fast food all the time.
The kindness will clog your heart and murder you.
When I say home cooked, I meant like cautiously cooked. Like.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. That's basic work all day.
When it comes with the quality of the food, like it's like McDonald's versus a mom and pop shop or something like I said, home cooking or something like that.
Yes, sir. It's Olive Garden versus an actually home cooked Italian restaurant with grandma in the back.
Like every now and then, you gonna need to go to that fast food place for food. Like either everything's closed, you ain't got nothing in the house,
you don't have any time.
It's going to be needed. But if you keep going there, something's gonna fuck up.
Something's gonna fuck up. Something's gonna fuck up. So getting back to that point of being aware that that's what you're doing and checking yourself, I'll give you a personal example. So a couple of y'all were all here a few months ago when I was talking about my cokehead neighbor inviting me over to do coke with them. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. I don't do that. What the fuck? And then the neighbor's wife had scared them away and kicked them out, and then needed somebody to watch their cat and their dog. And I was just like, oh fuck. And like, I had a problem with him. I wanted to get to know her a little bit. She seemed cool. She gives all boss babe energy. If she's watching this, hey.
Oh yeah, how's she doing, by the way?
She's doing great. She's doing fantastic.
Nice.
She hosts like potluck stuff at her house every other weekend. She had
Oh,
a
cool.
seafood boil 2 weekends ago. Good shit. Um, but yeah, and so I'm sitting here talking to my partner about it, and I was just like, I showed him the post because she was asking for somebody because she was all the way in Texas at the time, and her dog was pretty needy, and her cat needs someone to check on them daily. And so I looked at Scotty. I said, "So I feel compelled to help, but I'm not sure what it is that I'm not sure if I'm trying to be nosy. I'm not sure like I don't know what my agenda is." And so we sat with it, we talked through it a bit, and he's like, I could genuinely see being neighborly about this. Like we got a lot of special needs pets, so we get it, and we're right next door, so like she doesn't have to like worry. We can get a key from the landlady because we're all cool and all that stuff. And he's like, I feel like this is convenience and this is genuine. Let's help her, kind of thing. I said, okay, that makes sense. I think neighborly was the word that I couldn't place. And like that's what I mean by checking your perspective, checking your motivation, checking your agenda, because you have one. Agenda just always has a negative connotation. Hidden agenda sounds so fucking scary and conspiracy wise, right? But it's not, because motivations are agendas. There is a reason that you want to do something, and that reason isn't always ill-gotten and fucked up. So
Nice can convert to kindness if you are more aware of it.
to be sure you know this, Miko, I got goosebumps for you telling about checking in with your partner. Listen, healthy relationships are addictive. Do you understand? I
Wouldn't
went
know.
from I went from fuck it, I'll do everything myself. I don't need nobody to. I'm a toddler.
No, I have
Feed me
healthy
cookies.
relationships. I say you and I have developed a healthy relationship.
We have a healthy relationship. We do. We do.
That
It's
took some
definitely
work.
that
That took some fucking work.
that took some restructuring. That took some knocking out walls and
And
replacing
recalibrating
furniture
and just
and painting 2 or 3 times. That took a lot of work. Took a lot of work. But yeah, healthy functioning relationships are huge. And having a healthier functioning relationship with yourself is even bigger because it allows you to do those things.
yeah, you can think for yourself and realize.
And you can tell when you're being nice and being kind.
always ask yourself, why am I doing this?
What are you eating? Let me get one. Is that a Cheez-It?
No,
What is it?
you can't have these.
I can.
They're
Oh,
gummy
they're
strawberries.
gummies. Never mind.
You don't
Oh,
even
y'all
like
are
these.
learning things together. That's awesome. I love that for you.
You don't even like
yeah,
these.
yeah, love that for you. Love that. But no, like genuine kindness. So, as a therapist, the saddest thing that I see on the regular is people that have unfortunately been exposed to I like to refer to it as behind the curtain of life. True evil does exist in this world without reason, and it fucks people up hard and long term. And people that are genuinely innocent in mindset, genuinely kind, considerate, want to be that person that uplifts other people and have it reciprocated, unfortunately run into the behind they run into the back rooms of life, okay? And it fucks them up really fucking bad. And it's terrible because it's like genuine kindness, because that same kind nature rips them in half, because it's like, well, I want to be this light in the world, but like it fucking hurts because now I know I can be hurt.
Oh yeah,
And it's
that's
awful.
that.
It's awful.
Oh
It's so
yeah, that
hard.
hits you hard.
It's so hard. And I'm not just talking like, oh, I'm kind because I have a people pleasing problem or I have a praise king. I'm talking like genuinely kind. I think the
Genuine.
world is a safe place. My upbringing was manageable and navigable, and I can understand and I can let go and I can process. But when you run into that one piece of character development, and you will, because the universe is a cold mistress.
Or just genuinely loving people and realizing they don't love you.
Oh my God.
Whether it be friends or family.
Friends or family, my boy. It's hard. It's hard to maintain that characteristic. It's really hard because now it is conscious.
Yeah, I personally struggle with that every day, honestly.
Uh-huh. It is very conscious. That is what's important about promoting self-love. 100%. 100%. The only thing we're entitled to is what we ourselves give to ourselves. 100%. 100%.
100%.
And it's really hard to convince people of that. It's really hard. Like, I just want to feel validated, da da da. And literally, the validation that you're seeking is in here. It's coming from in here, but you won't give it to yourself because you don't think it's good enough. So you reach outside.
The
And
call's
that's
coming from
problematic.
inside the house.
The call is coming from inside the house, but you over here at the telephone tower outside. What you doing? And oh my gosh, I've done so much inner child work this past 3 months.
Be kind to yourself. Don't be nice to yourself.
Ooh, say that shit. Be kind to yourself. Don't be nice. Because being nice just puts a fucking band-aid on it. It's like, oh, well, I'll reward myself here and there, or I'll pat myself on the back and this, that, and the other. Nah.
Now, the saying you got to be cruel to be kind sometimes is true.
That's surface level as fuck, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's surface level as fuck is because it's like your dad walked out to go get cigarettes 12 years ago, and now you're 30, and he's back like, hey, let's go to Disney World. That's what that's like. That's what being nice to yourself is like. Fuck all that. You're proud. You survived your emotions. You're okay, but they're still there. And I will tell you what, everyone shoves their inner child. Everyone shoves their inner child in a closet. Or at least 12 people over the past 3 months that I've been doing inner child work with. That's where they shoved a kid. That's where they shoved a child. Whenever you're forced to grow up, whenever you experience a trauma that your brain says, you can't handle it, we're going to lock it away until you can, though. The little person that you were gets shoved in a closet. And it's terrible. Some people find the closet and know the person in the closet, but then they snatch them out of there and parade them around, demanding those that have wronged them to do better for them. And they're still crying while you're
look at it.
Meanwhile, the child is still crying like, why won't anyone fucking love me? You should be doing it. That's the point. You should be doing it. You should be validating yourself. You should be saying, okay, little me, what's going on? Do we need a popsicle? Do we need an ice cream? Because that's niceness. But once we get past the calming, what's under here? What do we need to feel better? What do we need to heal from this? That's kindness.
Yep. And I do believe in the saying, not all the time, motherfuckers. You got to be cruel to be kind sometimes.
Oh, 100%. Cruel, ignorant, disciplined. What's the other one? I won't necessarily say shut off, but enforcing your boundaries for real. Not even really neutral. That's the word.
Yeah, okay.
Neutral. It's really hard. And I often talk about my spiritual journey. It's really hard to maintain just kind of my personal upholdings of it is not my place to show someone something they can't see. It's not. I could see it plain as day. People around could probably see it plain as day, but that means jack shit to this person. And I'm just another person telling them what to do. It is not my place. But damn it, if it ain't hard to sit there and be like, and I've slipped up at least 2 times specifically this past year, and it's with the same person. Yeah. Wait, right there. This guy right here. This right here. I even preface with, I'm breaking my own rules here, but
okay, I remember you saying.
Yeah. So it is really hard. People will purposely misunderstand you or involuntarily misunderstand you, because if you're in a place of doing your self-work, if you're in a place of, heightening your awareness and strengthening your ability to see the unseen, and that's not some mystical metaphor. That's literally pausing and observing and understanding what you're observing. Then you'll find it's usually involuntary that they misunderstand you because they're too busy reacting instead of listening like you are.
Because you can see things better from another angle.
Facts. Like, you see it better from the angle of the dangle.
Because the person you're talking to could be too close to the subject, because it could be happening to them. Because how many people choose to be nice because it seems like the nice thing to do? Even if it goes against your entire nature,
your entire gut instinct is saying no, but you do it
because it seems like the nice thing to do.
And
but how many times you've regretted the fuck out of it after you've done it?
After you've done it. So it is best just to kind of sit. And so you may be asking, well, Dr. Miko, what do I do with it? I mean, I see it. It's plain as day. It's causing problems. People are tearing themselves down, blah, blah, blah. You know what you do? You look inside of you and say, what can I glean from this? What can I learn from this? Because if those of you that are struggling with shadow work, that's how you find more of your shadow. That's how you expose more of it. You're having a reaction to this situation and want to offer the solution really fast for a reason. Figure that out, but leave those people alone. And when I say leave them alone, I mean, I don't mean cut them off or whatever, but like, shut up.
Figure your shit out.
Figure your shit up.
Try to tell a neighbor how to paint their house, and that's the wrong color. Look at your shit cracking.
Jam. Y'all got crack paint? Y'all bet not had no crack paint. But yeah, no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Well, also with niceness comes a lot of projection too, whether it be like towards yourself or
yeah.
Like I said, you to project what you want somebody to treat you. Like, hey, I gave you this thing. I want something in return.
That part. So that used to be my obsession with being the Southern Belle hostess that I am, and why I started to back away from it, because like I was giving myself anxiety. I was breaking my neck. I was losing sleep just to make sure everybody's fine, having a good time, and that we got enough snacks and that this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. Like every time I was around people or hosting people. That's why Miko only hosts one holiday for the family a year, which is Christmas.
Then you go to their motherfucking events.
And they don't give no fucks. You got drinks all over the place without coasters, ruining the fucking furniture. The kids ain't all in one place. They breaking shit all over the house.
There's even enough food or anything.
Ain't even enough food. Ain't nobody
dietary restriction respected.
Ain't nobody dietary restriction respected. Like all of that. And it doesn't matter. None of it. But I was projecting, okay, if I host, that means it's got to be just so, because this is, the niceness I want to project. This is the niceness I want to show people.
Plus,
even though I'm never fucking like that.
Plus, it's one of like,
y'all.
I want people to say this. I want people to remember how nice this was.
100%.
Whether you know it or not, you be fishing for them compliments.
Fishing. You deep sea fishing. Because that's the long game. Deep sea fishing. And then you will get upset and resentful, and that subconscious checklist that you've been keeping, that you say you swear up and down you haven't been keeping, will bubble up, and then you'll feel like, why doesn't anyone ever give a shit about me? Why doesn't anyone ever do anything that I do for them?
Now, if you do it just because you want to make sure everyone has a good time and everything, that's kind. Like,
yeah. Hence, I only do it once a year for one holiday.
But yeah, like that goes that you got to check yourself, because kindness can be. When it comes to kindness, it's a beautiful thing to have. People take advantage of that shit all the fucking time.
I was able to overcome my kindness last Christmas. We all went to the beach, and I spoke to the adults. Don't get me anything. Don't get Scotty anything. If y'all want to exchange gifts amongst yourselves, that's fine. We're also not getting anybody anything. I mean, we just rented an Airbnb for y'all, so Merry Christmas. And they're like, we just kind of want to hang out and eat and watch the kids open gifts. Cool, so we're only getting kids gifts. Perfect. Had a great time. Didn't have to fake, I have to be thoughtful such and such, or let me sneak and put this in people's stocking. Nope.
Don't get me started on gift giving and people being nice.
Please don't.
Nice
please don't. Shit, that is. We only got 15 minutes. Please don't. Nope.
A lot of y'all suck at gift giving. I'm just going to put it out that way. Humans fucking suck at giving gifts.
Okay, so if we're going to go here, my biggest qualm with gift giving is, do not ask me, a Scorpio that is very specific, what they want for Christmas. And then when I tell you exactly what I want, if it's like a bill or some shit, you're like, oh no, I don't want to get you that. Then what the fuck you ask me for?
That ain't just a Scorpio. I think it's just a Capricorn thing too. Like,
well, you know me. If I ask you for something specific, I want that specific thing.
Exactly. Like, hey,
not something like it. I have linked you. I've given you the resources to achieve it and grab it, and you have completely disregarded and chose not to do that.
Because the reason people give you that shit, because we know the quality. We've done all the mental work.
All you gotta do is
this thing. Give me money.
God. That's been the story of my life. That is the reasoning behind whenever a guy or anyone else gives me a gaming console or a game as a gift. Yeah. I bedazzle the fuck out of it, because then they won't want to touch it, and you can't take it back, and all of that good shit. Because I've had so many partners in my past life that would give me a game console that I didn't ask for. Because and then it turns out it wasn't even really for me. So yeah, yeah,
There's that projection shit.
yeah.
Or and it comes again, like, is that surprise bullshit? Well, I ain't asking us. Why you now I gotta act nice like I want this motherfucker.
So it was my sophomore year in college. And the only thing I asked my partner at the time for was I wanted Cooking Mama for the Nintendo DS. And I wanted this guitar. It was $100. It was in a music shop down the street from my school. I went in and visited just about every day. That's all I asked for. He got me Cooking Mama. He also got me The World Ends With You. If you've never played that game, you're missing out. Go play it. And he got me a diamond necklace.
I didn't guitar.
The diamond necklace costed more than the guitar. And I hate jewelry.
Did he ask for it back when y'all stopped talking or something?
Oh
or?
no, I still got that shit. It's sitting on my dresser right now.
I said, like, I ain't see you give it back. I said, did he ask for it back?
Hell no.
That's
Hell no. But again, going back to my whole underlying bullshit, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I did buy a set guitar. It's hanging on my wall right now. Her name is Donna.
one of many.
Shut up now. Did I show you the new one I got when I got here?
No,
And
you
it's
haven't.
terrible because I don't never have my nails off long enough to actually play no more. Not unless I'm depressed, and that's unfortunate. We should add that to the list.
Do
Being
shit
the
you know,
gifted child.
or just doing shit you used to do.
Being the gifted child.
Fine, I'll add it to the notes.
You can add both. Being the gifted child and shit you used to do. Abandoning hobbies. Yeah.
Hobby abandonment.
Hobby abandonment.
But for real, though, when it comes, like I said, when it comes to kindness and shit, it's like there's like niceness. It used to be real. It done got a lot more fake for people because you think it said, "Hi, how you doing?" Like you really care.
You don't really care about how they're doing. And that's the problem that people have with making new friends or making new acquaintances. You're too busy trying to be nice.
What you think they want you to be.
What you think they want you to be. And you're not getting anywhere with that. That's all. Hobby overboard.
That's what I'm calling it.
Hot.
And
Oh
all
yeah,
caps, of
Glitch.
course.
If you do come to Con Carolinas, you can hang out with Calvino.
Oh yeah, Calvino gonna help me beaver down.
Never mind. You are not coming to Con Carolinas.
What?
You are not allowed. No means no.
I already got to know.
Absolutely not. You got that now too. Absolutely.
I ain't doing. I said beaver dam. I ain't trying to plug a hole. I ain't trying to hit. I ain't trying to dam it up with my wood.
You're the worst kind of person.
I tend to be. I ain't nice.
I'm me.
But yeah, like it's funny. Like speaking of that, like I've been called mean so many times that I'm not nice. But like it's one of those things. Like, but I don't. No, I'm not nice because I don't do the shit that you think is nice. What?
The other okay, so I'm gonna read Bates's comment and I'm gonna comment on it. I bought a stroker for a partner and took it back before he could use it because he took a toy he bought for me and gave it to someone else. Listen. That's the thing about kindness. It gets ripped backwards in anger or like high intense emotions. Like that's just like, hey, beautiful, can I get your number? No, thank you. Well, fuck you then, bitch. That's what that is. That's what that is. That's that energy right there.
Oh yeah, like when you break up with somebody and suddenly you starting to demand all the toys that you bought.
Shut up.
They weren't even into until you started doing shit. But you know,
I mean, that's fucked, and that's the problem. So that's why people don't seem to understand how we function in healthy relationships, because we're supposed to be angry. We're supposed to be fighting all the time. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. If you had a goldfish, it wouldn't be shit. Like we're supposed to be angry.
We had that phase at one point in time, like kinda. Then we realized that we both fucked up.
I mean, it's fair, but I don't think a lot of people get to that point. We're just supposed to be mad or whatever. And I'm just like, for what?
There's that thing
Because
that's
that
called
doesn't make sense. Like
accountability.
even with couples therapy like I do, I don't understand. It's so hard to get couples, people that are in relationships together, to realize, hey, we get it that you get high emotional expression. We get it that you get angry and things get intense, but we gotta conjure up, voluntarily realize this is a person I say I love. I can't hurl fuck shit at them like this because I can't take it back. Like you can't sit here and say, "Oh, girl, I love him," and then in 2 seconds later, because you have a misunderstanding or because you mistook something he texted, he ain't shit anyway. Then what are you
Which
doing
one
with
is
him?
it?
Which is it? Because right
Also,
now
you
it
can
sounds
be a
like you're
couple,
just throwing shit to not get your feelings hurt,
and
even though
even
that
though if
hurt.
you're a couple, y'all are individuals as well. Remember that
That part.
shit.
That part. Oh my god.
That try hard to project themselves onto that person.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's why I ended up one person's watered down.
Ha! His intention
Right.
was to put me in my place, and I showed him my place wasn't something he could reach. Ha! Ha ha! You know what that sounds like? You're a married woman now, and you need to stop all this foolishness. We were divorced in less than a year.
Oh Lord!
Ah, good shit. Good shit.
Jesus. Mm.
Mm.
Any other last thoughts?
On kindness while you're dying?
Yep.
Yes. Niceness is very much attached to guilt for a lot of people. Um, I was talking
Expound.
to a college friend of ours, because another college friend of ours had passed last month. And I asked him because he was closer. I was like, "Are you going, to the wake or whatnot, and all this stuff? You going to the funeral?" And he really told me, he's like, "I've been thinking about it, but I honestly don't think I can." I said, "Oh." And I mean, this is a person like we used to hang out with all the time. The previous year we had lost someone, unfortunately, to suicide. He went to that wake and whatnot. It was unfortunate. It was a closed casket, like really unfortunate. Oh my god.
Mm.
Um, and he was like, "Yeah, I just don't think I could be in the same room with our friend as lifeless as they were." Like when he went to our friend the previous year, he was like, "I went because I felt like it was the right thing to do." And I was like, "Oh, that's not
Mm.
genuine. That's guilt. That's guilt niceness. That's what I'm talking about." Like
Like I said, when you feel
you
like you
feel
have to do it,
obligated, it may not be it. That may not be the move for real. And it's okay if that's not the move, because
'cause how many
otherwise you're
times have
doing
you
this
regretted doing what you thought was nice?
right.
It seemed like a
Right.
nice thing to do. Like, was it though? Was
Seem
it?
is the key word there. But was it? And I mean, if it wasn't, that's okay. If
It's
it
like loaning somebody
was,
$20 and expecting them to pay you back at a certain time without telling them the time, or always bringing that shit up kind of situation.
that part. That part. I mean, but at the same time, I come from the school of you lend money out, expect not to get it back.
Yeah.
And that's not,
Same thing
and
with kindness, really. Like, if you kind to somebody,
yeah,
don't expect that shit back.
yeah, don't expect that shit back simply because, and I mean, that's my own trauma, my own upbringing bullshit of I can't depend on anybody, it's whatever. But I also am the type of person like, I'm not going to sit here and watch you not eat. Like, that's fucked. Okay. Like,
Yep.
you can
See,
sit
that's
in
the
your house with
kind
no,
part.
yeah, you can sit in there with no lights on your house if you want to, but we about to go eat. Okay. Like, hell no.
Nice would
I
be
don't
paying
give
for
a shit if
lights
I hate
and
you.
food.
Okay. I don't give a shit if I hate you. You're not about to starve to death.
Now, granted,
Um,
you getting a $15 maximum if I hate you. You get a
but no, like,
the price of the food should
cause
vary as we go to McDonald's if I hate you. Dollar menu, bitch. Like,
but no, like for realsies. So with my personal stuff, and I've talked about it several times, is I know I've learned over the years that I can't depend on anybody. Have I learned to ask for help? Yes. Have I learned to accept when people can't help? Yes. But it's not my default anymore. But my experience has taught me, for lack of a better terminology, people ain't shit, and it's not their fault sometimes, and that's okay. Like I was a hair's way of saying, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna go to school. I don't think I could pay for it. My mom's like, no, it's fine. I'll help you pay back your student loans. Who's paying back them student loans? But had she not have said that, I would not have went. The universe wouldn't have done what it needed to do. Blah 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 blah. Sometimes people ain't shit, but it's not their fault. So, yes, people are trash, and you should try to be recyclable.
Yeah. Did I say that at one point in time?
Bates said it a stream or two ago.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah, yeah, but 100%, like your best ain't shit, and that's okay.
And
Your best
also
is
look at
your
the people.
best is probably only going to glitter as gold and valuable to you, and maybe one other person.
And
But
really
even
pay
that,
attention to people you think aren't nice. Because
hmm
because once again, I'm throwing myself under that bus. Like, I get called a lot of things.
yes, you do.
But also kind is one of them.
When
If you pay attention.
I don't,
I'm gonna kick you.
and I'm gonna
I
punch
will
you in the butt.
I will punch you. I'm gonna punch you a
I'm
bunch.
a nut in your left shoe.
That's always reserved for Jay. But like it's always when someone says I'm not nice, it's usually along the lines of either how I say something.
They
It's
haven't been, or you how you say something, or you haven't been to their will and their plans for you.
yeah.
Now, I will say, because this has been on my mind since we started tonight, when we first started hanging out, I don't remember what we was talking about. It was something about your family and like how fucked up and whatever, and fuck those people. And I was like, that's not nice. What did you say?
I'm me. Like I'm me.
I'm mean.
I ain't saying I ain't mean, but
It's none of my business what people think of me. Amen.
it ain't. But let's be for real. It does. We hear it. We
Mhm.
think about it sometimes. Let's not act like we just this whole stoic. It doesn't bother me at all. Like nah, you hear it. Like
Cold never bothered me anyway. The fuck it has and bitches cold outside.
bitch, you still got a goosebump though. Like
Not a goosebump. Huh?
just because the
Goosebumps.
cold don't bother you, to mean you ain't got a goosebump.
Goosebumps. Oh shit. But yeah, I think that brought up a great point. Niceness is very temporary. And kindness is natural, it is free flowing. You don't even really have to think about it.
And you even do it when you're mad. Because it's the
That part.
principality of the matter.
It is, in fact, the principality of the matter. So,
You ever cook food with somebody mad? Like you motherfucker. Like just
pass me the salt. All right.
make something with hate instead of love.
You stupid. Well, it is 8:29. We will be rating y'all over to Dawn During 101 shortly, but definitely hang out with us the rest of the week. I think we're trying to play some more Redfall tomorrow. I don't know. I know if y'all are playing 7 days, that's what the fuck I'm playing. I'll be playing Redfall.
I can't afford Redfall. That's an expensive ass game.
Oh yeah, it's $70 fucking.
Hey, that's an expensive ass game.
$70 fucking. Apollo was like, "Oh, I could get it." Whoa, never mind. I said, "Yeah."
I was the exact same.
I
How much Redfall
I
is.
said, plus you grown now. Auntie ain't got you no more.
Like, I was
Not
like,
for
let me
that.
see how much Redfall. Ooh, I'll wait for a sale.
Wait for that. Wait for that. Or you
I'm
could
a-
just get Game Pass. I'm just saying.
Game past these nuts.
I'm not in your shoe. Tell them again, Nev. It's $12 a month. It's $12 a month. Either way, I mean,
You $12 a month.
$14.99 if you add it to your Verizon bill. But they also give you other stuff. Hey, MG. But hang out for some Dawn Daring 101. If the vibe is there, he may play some KFC date, whatever. I don't know.
He trying to date the Colonel.
He's trying to date the Colonel.
And get some finger licking good and so on.
And then tomorrow we have Blue Script Board Gaming at 8:30 Eastern. Either they'll be playing 7 days, or a bunch of us will be playing Redfall in factions, or both, whatever. And then you've got some Zotno After Dark there. It's really awesome to watch him and the missus play Dead Island 2. It's really cute. And then Wednesday, that brings you to the WDI podcast. So, without further ado,
Well, yeah, let me know what y'all playing Tuesday, because if y'all doing Redfall, I'm just gonna start cheering y'all on from the bleachers.
I mean, you could still play 7 days while we play Redfall. We can all still hang out. We can all still hang out in Discord.
I'd be little dog when Elmer Ford was when Elmer Ford was boxing Daffy.
Yay! Good night, everybody.